Hello everybody, Eric Flight back finally with another flight. And if you notice, we're going to be taking out a new livery tonight. Let's move this camera a little bit. Still the Piper Arrow 3, but this is November 726 Echo Foxtrot. It is the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser, and I'll explain that in a second. Let me just get something on here. But yeah, enjoy this little description of this livery, if you will. Here we go.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Arrow 3 Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane, she's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, retractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family truckster just for a ride in this majestic metal mama. Rugged, comfortable yoke? Check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
So again, this will be the livery for our 5th annual marathon. It is done. It is inspired a little bit by National Lampoon's Vacation, if you will. I think it looks pretty decent though. And JT Azevedo, come on in. Welcome to the broadcast, sir. That's a loud sound, but it's worth it. Do you like it? It's long, but I thought it was worth it. Anyways, we're going to be taking this livery out on my 5th annual marathon. I want to play a special video to promote that as well. And then we'll be on our way with the VUSA Flying Club FSExpo event. So here we go. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow. So again, join us on July 26th and August 2nd, both Saturdays. We'll be flying a marathon flight, one across Canada on the 26th and one across America on the 2nd. We are now sponsored by not only Jawicki Design and Knit Builds, who have sponsored us before, but now there's even a raffle for people who donate during the event. You got to donate during the event though, so that way we can really promote that up there. But you can actually win a Real Sim Gear GNS 530. Thanks to Real Sim Gear for donating that. It's a first time sponsor, and actually we're trying something new. If you donate money during the marathon event, you can win a Real Sim Gear GNS 530, which I'm going to be using tonight. I own one myself. It is a great GPS unit. But join us on those days if you want to find out more about flying for the event, where you can win some Jawicki Design and Knit Build sceneries. You can go to my Discord, which is tinyurl.com/Eric Flight Discord, all one word. And you have a channel right there, and you can find all about it. I have the briefing there, and you also have to register if you're going to fly like a marathon to win some prizes. And hoping to get some people to fly. I know it's still early, but we hope to see you there. So without further ado, let's get to tonight's flight. VUSA Flying Club is doing an FSExpo challenge. Basically, we have to depart from airports that use E, the letter X, the letter P, and the letter O in their names. And tonight we're flying to 31 Echo Eagle's Nest, and that's because Echo's Nest, or Eagle's Nest, I said Echo's Nest. Eagle's Nest begins with E for Expo, so you can see why we're going there. To New Jersey, we're taking again 726 Echo Foxtrot, the Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser, and she's a beaut. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Again, we're gonna be running the 2025 Great Cycle. Well, I shouldn't say running. Should be riding 2025 Great Cycle Challenge in September. So that's why we're raising funds for the Children's Cancer Research Fund. That's why I do it. And people have asked me, do I have a personal connection to it? No, not really. I just like to help kids, and I like to bike. Gets me out there. I haven't biked in a while, by the way, so I'm going to start biking because I've pledged to do 150 miles in the month of September. But anyways, let's get this tablet up and let's get going to 31 Echo, shall we? JT Azevedo, thanks for coming out to the stream as usual. I love that you like your sound. So, pretend the pre-flight stun, C-track locked. Avionics are off. Okay, autopilot's off. I did some work on the Honeycomb Alpha, by the way. See, that's not tweaking anymore. I calibrated it. I did it through a hardware like reset. There's a whole thing online how to do that. But you can see that it doesn't move, and I calibrated everything, so hopefully it works better. Autopilot's off, AC's off. That could have been the autopilot problem. Maybe not. Maybe it is. Prop high RPM. Gotta make sure that the TPM's not working. It isn't, so that's good because I fixed that the other day. We are running 2024. Throttle slight. Brakes are set. Parking brakes on. Rudder pedals work. Okay. I'm gonna take off this yoke. Okay. Battery master on. Beacon on. Everything seems to be working. I'm gonna call clear prop. Wait, we'll bring up this window. Clear prop. Let's start her up. Oh, wait. We have to do the fuel pump and get some fuel in there to prime it. Yeah, that was good, Eric. Good one. Now, why isn't that priming? Maybe because the fuel's off? No, it's on left. We also didn't fill it, so let's fill it too. So many things I didn't do, and I thought I did it all. Not that we need to fill it, 74% would probably get us there, but I always leave it full fuel if I can. Okay, let's try this again. So crank that up. Fuel pump on. Because the fuel pump's not turning on. That's what it is. There you go. And there we go. Down. Alright. Clear prop. Here we go.
Clear prop.
And I forgot to turn on my butt kicker, so let's get that going on. East USA server. Yep. And this is not the beta. This is SU2. Service update or whatever. You know what I mean. SU2. Okay, gotta get my haptic software working. Sorry. Configure, make sure it's working. It's not plugged in. It's plugged in. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta make it plug in. Plug in. It's because I put my toolkit on there. Alright. Alright, let's try it again. Haptics for the win. Oh crap. What just happened there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what just happened? I had the parking brake on. What the heck happened to that? Yeah, I got that. I got it. We're gonna turn that around here. Just go over here. Parking brake was on, so I don't know what's going on there. Someone clipped that. That was awesome. we're gonna start that over right over here. Parking brake was on. I verified that, if you remember, from the rudder pedals. So I don't get it. Woo! Just wanted to test the ground a little bit, give it a little bit there. So like the family truckster to do that. Parking brake on. Okay, that was weird. Oh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna test the haptics. Yeah, it's working now. It's rumbling. All right, we'll work it now. Right there. Okay. Good. I got the rumbling of the arrow underneath my butt. Excellent. Okay. So, seeing that we made sure it worked, fuel pump's on. Rich, make sure oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. That was very interesting. Fuel pressure still good. Bring this down to about 1200-ish. Good. Heading off. It's safety autopilot Okay, lights as required. We'll turn nav on. Nav. And landing. Well, actually not landing. Just, we don't even need nav lights on. We'll leave them on though. Whatever. Seatbelt harness says heat vent to frost. It is, we're flying real world weather, but not real world time. Over 60 degrees. Got the heat on full blast. We'll do about half. So one of them's heat. I think the top one's heat if I remember right. The bottom is the frost. But I will hopefully be flying this Arrow in just a couple weeks here in June. I'm going to be taking out the 152 by myself to do some landings to get current for passengers. And then right around FSExpo, if Digi's not going to be up here, I'm going to probably invite someone else that's coming up for FSExpo to go flying with me. As long as I get the 152 going on. So, avionics on and set. That is working. Now stick that into the Real Sim Gear GNS 530. Again, you can win your own. Just donate during my marathon event. They are wicked awesome for doing that. But, very happy at Real Sim Gear. Like they contacted me right back. It was amazing. And there was another vendor I contacted before them, but it wasn't getting anything there. Because I always had this idea, maybe if we offered something to people that donate to the cause, maybe we could make our goal of $2,500 donated. But we'll see. ATIS 132675. So I found out my ATIS problem in 2024 is just outdated scenery from 2020. I guess some of the airports don't have. I see Taunton's default here. So taking runway 320.
Visibility 10.
No, 30.
Sky condition 9,800.
I also
feet
find I have to
scattered,
put the
13,
pressure manually here.
feet scattered. Temperature
Because
16C.
it does it
Dew point
not.
8C. Altimeter 2999.
I still have to touch up this dash, by the way. So I'm going to touch this up before our event.
Kilo Tango
At least
Alpha
try to.
November automated weather
Okay, we're going to
observation.
climb to 7,500. I'm going to
0200.
try this tonight with the
Wind,
SciTech panel.
2304.
I'm
Visibility
putting 7,500 in for
Sky
altitude
condition.
on autopilot. Ready.
9,800 feet scattered 13.
We'll see what happens.
700 feet scattered. Temperature 16C. Dew point
Back to vertical
8C.
speed.
Altimeter 2999.
Alright, altimeter is set. ATIS is good. Back to guard. You know what that means. Go back to guard.
You're on guard with
Transponder at Molten Squawk it is. I'm going to take that yoke off. Okay, good. ADSB's on. Radio test on the way out. We're already connected to VATSIM, so let's see VATSIM Unicom, see if we can get something. Boston Approach is on tonight. I think I'm still connected. I'm connected for a while, so. Yeah, one more Charlie. Wow, a lot of people are on. Let's check out Volante here. I don't know. East server. Yeah, everyone's on. So we're going to get ATC all the way down there. And we're going to go over JFK first. And that at 7,500 to get over to Eagle's Nest. There's restricted airspace like right over here, like right near the airport. So it's going to be interesting getting in there. It's the right pattern for 3-2. So we'll investigate that as we go. And yeah, are you on the beta or not? Because I'm on SU2. I'm not on the non-beta. So. Huh. Okay. I'll keep trying. Okay, heading indicator. I don't know why I hit D. It like moves the yoke. Oh, because it's probably the keyboard saying left and right, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because I usually have DB my heading adjust, so I'm also going to have to do that manually too, which is fine. I got you. Alright, seatbelt harnesses, seat vent. I already did all that. Okay. So we are good to go. We're going to go run up down there, taking the tablet off, centering this. Actually, let's get this to say. Flight plan. Let's put it in now. Going out from Taunton. We have to leave our home airport, by the way, so it's like funny because Providence is where we ultimately end up on this series of flights. We're actually doing a series of flights here. But I only live like half an hour away from Providence, so I have to make a big circle and back. I'm probably the only Virtue USA Flying Club pilot that kind of does that. It's okay. And I will be at FSExpo, by the way. So if you're there, feel free to say hi. Be with my son Zach on some days, if not all of them. Depends on his baseball schedule. And I'll also be at the Virtual USA Flying Club table. So here and there. It won't be like the whole event, obviously. But all right, we're all tucked it in there. Let's turn the Tobii eye tracker on, center it, parking brake off, and here we go. In the family Sky Cruiser. Nice. You going on that missionary stuff, right? That's awesome. I get out of school teaching a week from Friday. My wife actually gets out 2 days before me, though. The kids are feeling it. Kids are feeling it, so. Wind from my right, so I got the aileron going into the right here. But yeah, I recalibrated the whole Honeycomb Alpha. You can do that through a certain button push sequence here. And you do have to be careful because you can mess things up if you don't know what you're doing. But I got it to actually be, I think, a little bit better. So it's out of warranty too. So what I'm thinking about doing is going in there and cleaning out the potentiometers.
November 9, 8,
Yep,
1,
got some traffic.
1, 6 at 12 o'clock.
That's the guy in front of me right there.
3 miles level.
So that's working.
Traffic November 9, 8, 1, 1, 6 at 12 o'clock.
Oh, what's going on? JTS Vito, thanks for subscribing, dude. You didn't have to do that. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Don't do that kind of flying here. Dangerous and irresponsible.
Traffic November 9,
Man.
8, 1, 1,
Heck,
6. Closing in 0
It's up
seconds.
there. Usually it doesn't give me
Within
warnings if I'm on the
0.8
ground.
miles at 11
It's all right.
o'clock. High 0.8 miles level. Traffic November 9, 8, 1, 1, 6 at 10 o'clock. High 0.9 miles level.
Is it me or is the music really loud? Might not be loud.
Traffic November 9, 8, 1, 1, 6.
Thanks for
at
subscribing,
9
man. I appreciate
o'clock.
that.
High 1.1 miles level. Traffic November
Oh,
9,
thank
8,
you.
1, 1, 6 at 9 o'clock.
I appreciate that. Those are the flight funds. Alright, we're gonna do a run up here. Good enough because the wind's kind of coming from that way.
Traffic November 9, 8.
Alright.
1, 6
Tobii eye
at
tracker
6
off.
o'clock.
Brakes are set, and they will be.
1.9 miles
Brake.
level.
Verify that's on. It is. Okay. Fuel proper tank. We'll keep it on the left. Trim set.
Traffic
Take
November
off.
9, 8, 1,
Shift
1,
over. First
6
the wheel.
at 5
It's working.
o'clock. High 2,
Now let's try the thumb. The
1
thumb doesn't
level.
move as much, which is kind of realistic, I guess. Oop, wrong axis.
Traffic November 9, 8, 1, 1, 6 at
All right.
5 o'clock. High 2.7 miles level.
Click controls. The box. Free and correct.
Traffic
Don't let me
November
forget
9,
to
8,
close that
1,
window.
1,
Instrument
6
strength clears the
at
mill. No
5
flag.
o'clock.
Heading coordinates is about 210. Vertex feels good. Altimeter looks good. Horizon looks good. Air speed is good. Enunciator lights. Button right here. They are lit. Ultimate gears down here.
9, 8, 1, 1, 6
That's
at
good.
5
Mixture best
o'clock.
power all the way
High
in. 2,000
3.7
RPMs. Let's get this
miles
issue.
level.
Not real world time again, but we do have real world weather.
Traffic November 9, 8,
Okay, we're gonna test the mags going
6
right.
at 5 o'clock. High 4.2 miles
both.
level.
Left. Back to both. Very good. Cycling the prop.
Traffic
RPMs go
9,
down.
8, 1, 1, 6
RPMs
at
go
5
up.
o'clock. High 4.6
Then we'll look at the
miles
oil
level.
pressure. Oil pressure goes down. Oil pressure goes up. And then we do one more check. Do the prop lowering again. Make sure no oil squirts out the windshield. Make sure we don't have any leak of oil from the governor. Looks good. Alright, vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. Fuel pressure is good. Is that you? That might be you. That looks like you. No? Let me know if that's you. So I don't know if you have the same name or not on this. I think you do, right? Okay, oil pressure, oil temperature, good. We're gonna idle. Alright, and back to 1,000. From them, take off over Connecticut twice. And there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort, take off, land directly ahead. If we're under, let's say let's say 800 feet in this palm chemical country, otherwise take a turn to the left, that's where the wind's coming from, and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed is 79. If we're above 800 feet, no, actually, we'll land directly, have them 130 turns, best glide speed 79. If we're above 800 feet, we'll do all that. We'll turn to the left, land downwind, the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed 79, we rotate at 70, climb at 90. And yeah, retract the gear when there's no more available runway to land on. Okay, let's see, fuel pump on. I'm gonna turn the landing light on, the strobes on, and I think we're good after that. Okay, let's get this ready for Boston, which is 133, I think it is. Boston approach is 133. Yeah. All right, we're gonna call it. We're going to JFK direct, and then we're going to. That didn't sound loud at all, did it? Try turning that up. Yeah, I'll try turning it up. It just sounds low.
November 6542 Victor.
There we go.
Right heading 330.
All right, we're gonna depart from Taunton. So here we go.
330 Port Victor.
Parking brake off. Turn to the left. Did well, flight plan, but it's not gonna matter much. So. Okay, clear on the downwind, crosswind, final, all that stuff. We're good to go. Let's call it. Okay, it's 122.7. Real world CTAF, thank you. Should have had that on. Taunton traffic, arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, departing runway 30, departure to the southwest, Taunton. I also fixed that button cable. I super glued one of the cables in the honeycomb. So here we go. I know that sounds harsh, but I did because I had to. It kept slipping out, and that's why I was having problems with the buttons. So you might see that again now. Do this over and over again. That's because the cable's not getting disconnected between the actual yoke and the box of the yoke. So, all right, we're in the middle. Aileron sloping to the left. Full throttle. Here we go. Ground control is way better in 2024. So I want to run my textures. Rotate. Okay. Shimmer back. Get up. Okay, well. 500 feet, we're going to turn to the left, 260. They want me to avoid the school. That's real low ops on that. Okay, put on the left, 260. That's the old mall. That's no longer there. That's all demolished. I kind of see the scenery, the imagery. I mean, that's all demolished. They tore down that entire mall. Okay, I'm gonna keep departing out of here. Let's try to put the autopilot on, see if it works better. So here we go. Is it gonna hold? We'll see. Trim it up. See if it was a yoke problem or if it's an autopilot problem. It seems like it's locking in. I don't know. We're gonna climb to 7,500. I'm gonna turn off the Tokyo traffic this time. Okay, we're also gonna have this go down to 25 inches manifold, 2550 here in the prop. And then we'll up the mixture. That's just my tablet getting messages. It's okay, I didn't need this slide. GTH. It's okay, I'll get there now. Alright, this also should be on 254, so let's do that. What was that? What was the problem? Just so I can figure that out too. Probably was like live players or something. Alright, here she is, the Wagon Queen's Family Sky Cruiser. Maiden voyage on the stream. She's pretty purty. All our sponsors are on the front there. Net Builds, Wilson Gear, Wiki. And of course Airplane Aviation Designs, which I did not put on the plane. But, oh, I got you. Alright, let's see if we can find you. Right behind us. Congratulations. Now there's still problems with this Piper Arrow in FS 2024. But, oops. Didn't erase my plan. Son of a... We're gonna have to climb above 4,500 here, so let's get climbing. Also, we're gonna have a problem with Providence Charlie airspace. Okay. Boston approach, November 726 Echo Foxtrot.
November 726 Echo Foxtrot, Boston approach, hello.
Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot, we're about 9 nautical miles southwest of Taunton, requesting flight flying. We're climbing to 7,500 VFR to JFK, and then ultimately 3-1 Echo.
November 726 Echo Foxtrot, squawk 5170.
5170, 6 Echo Foxtrot.
In 2403, Boston centers on 134.7, have it going.
Yeah. It gets really slow if I go too high, and then it never builds up speed. I don't get that either.
JetBlue 892, turn 20 degrees to the right.
20 degrees right, JetBlue 892.
Manifold here.
In November 726 Echo Foxtrot, you said you wanted to go to Kennedy?
We're going to overfly Kennedy and then go direct to 3-1 Echo for 6 Echo Foxtrot.
November 6 Echo Foxtrot, alright, your radar contact, and I have a handoff to center going for you.
Roger, 6 Echo Foxtrot. There we go. Seems to be evening out now. Whoa!
JetBlue 892, maintain 190 knots.
The autopilot could have been a
Maintain 190
calibration
knots,
problem with the
JetBlue
yoke, because it's not moving all around like it was before. Cool. There's a video on YouTube to do that if you have a problem with the Honeycomb Alpha. So. Here we go. Flying over my neighborhood. Like Massachusetts right over here. Will not point out my house, but it's down here. Providence is over there. We can actually go into the Charlie now that we have established two-way communication. So we are good. Well, we should be good anyways because we're over 4,100 feet. And climbing. I never did turn on real cat, so let's do that. Real cat. This is going to flash.
Alright, 6 Echo Foxtrot, I'm going to terminate you and you can go over to center yourself. Radar services terminated. Keep your code. Boston centers on 134.7. Have it go on.
134.7, 6 Echo Foxtrot, thanks.
States Montreal closed, frequency change approved.
Alright, over advisory, air canceling to connect.
Boston Center, November 726 Echo Foxtrot, 5,700 VFR.
Unable flight following at this time. Care 904, runway 23 cleared
Okay.
to land. And, yeah, the 23 clear to land.
Roger, clear to land 23904.
So I guess I'm going to squawk VFR then.
Fever 25 Lima Charlie Meyer Space, Washington closed, out for the AC available, frequency change approved.
I guess we'll go VFR.
Over
We're
to
above the
advisory
Charlie, so we're
for
okay
Seabird
there
25
as well.
Lima Charlie. Thanks for your help. Good evening.
See you.
Delta
We'll be flying right over
420, descend and
Providence,
maintain flight level
where
230.
FSExpo is going to be happening downtown over here.
JetBlue
See it over there.
201,
I don't know
cross
why the
lobby
sound
at a
skips,
maintain
but it does.
flight level 200.
Right over there, downtown Providence, Rhode Island, where FSExpo is going
JetBlue
to happen.
201, negative, lolly at and maintain flight level 200.
Okay, we're also going to go fancy meet a comm signal. He's not going to be able to help me out. They can do that, by the way. They are allowed to
descend via
deny flight following if they're really busy. So we're on our own, which is fine. I left the traffic names on, so you're going to see ship names and everything. Those are real world ships that are down there. And also real world traffic. How's a beta? Where are you? Oh, you're down there. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, let me know, because it does that. I think it's the drivers, but I have the NVIDIA like card being used for the streaming purposes, but can't really get rid of that thing, you know what I'm saying? Over there, Newport, Rhode Island. It's a good summer spot. You got Jamestown. Cannot wait till the school year's over. I'd like to pass this year and move on. So. JFK in an hour, and then we'll be turning south for 31 Echo. But we're all good. All right, if we can't get anything like that, we will get our own, probably approach traffic here, chatter, if you will. Sorry.
American 949, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain 3000.
183,000, American 949.
I do have all my add-on scenery with this, so like Providence is going to have its fly too high scenery. I did fly the 737-800 a couple times off stream. I did want to get this Virtuoso Flying Club event in. We have multiple legs on this, by the way, so we have to try to get it done by the 6th. So we should be flying more this week if I can make it happen.
240, join the 27 right final approach course.
This is just the first leg.
40-100, join the...
If you are coming to FSExpo, you will be coming down to Providence right over here. The Civic Center, the Convention Center is down right about here. I grew up about 15 minutes north of here, so I know it very well. And the house where I'm broadcasting from is somewhere out there. So very close to me, and I'll be driving in every day. Save some money, but people are somewhat poo-pooing on Providence a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. Give it a chance. And I'm saying that as someone that lived there or near there his whole life. So. All right, we should be climbing to 7,500. We're going to keep an eye on these clouds, though. 7,500 was to avoid the JFK class Bravo up ahead. But we'll see, because these clouds are a little bit iffy right now. If I have to go down to 5,500. Oh, cool. Nice job. How's that working out? We did something like that last year at the Pacific Coast Marathon, but we only went to Mexico. So it's pretty cool, though. Juan's it out there? And if you're coming into Providence, the airport, this is the airport you're arriving at, TF Green. If you're going to Boston, that would be that way out there. But this is fly too high scenery, as long as it installs, which I think it did. Yeah, looks like it did. Yeah, it did, because you have the Sky Bridge train station over there.
Heading 020, descend and maintain 4,000.
That's cool. I liked flying in Mexico. Got a Southwest Air flight. It's probably real world down there. Did some of my practice in the 737-800 from Providence this past week. So I've been busy finishing up the school year, getting everything done. So that's what's happened. And then my kid's been playing baseball. My My son Zach had his chorus concert tonight, did an awesome job. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot to finish up this year. All right, we're at 7,500. It seems to be holding steady. Clean up the mixture one last time. Okay, I'm gonna make this stay at 23-ish. Go on 2,500 RPMs. And our ground speed's about 120. Not bad. Give you a look at the tablet here. See where we're at. And erase my plan. Just maybe we should put it in.
4853 fighting 360 descend and maintain 2,100.
360 descending 2,100. Tail to side Victor 4853.
Thank you.
Okay, and it should fly my plan, because I already put it in the GNS 530, so we'll make sure of that too. Yeah, these clouds a little iffy. I don't know, man. We'll see. I think I might have to descend to 5,500.
Jet 7534 descend and maintain 4,000.
74,000 Jet 753.
See what the weather says on Sky Vector. And again, I think I found my problem. If I use some 2020 scenery at airports, sometimes the AWOS, ASOS, ATIS won't show up. So I'll just use Sky Vector for now on that. But I don't know. I like my scenery. Okay, Groton is saying it's clear. Providence is saying it is broken at 16,000. Few at 6,500. So yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna descend down to 5,500 then. Let me try doing that with the side tech here.
Jet 7534 reduce speed to 190.
Looks like it's working, everyone. So I think my yoke calibration was my problem, to be honest with you. All right, going down to 5,500. Keep an eye on that manifold pressure. Get out of these clouds. Let's look at her.
Disregard 4853.
How's our fuel?
Heading 300, joining final first course.
We're good. Still keep on the left for now.
Disregard 4853, city of the field in sight.
Cheating it a little bit, but we're doing our best to get below the clouds here.
Maintain 170 knots, 25 mile final.
175 here, visual 27 right figure 4853.
Still going to be above the Charlie here. Providence, TF Green out there in the distance. Take a picture there. I'll try to get you in there, my friend.
Jet 7534, turn right heading 180.
Yep, I don't need it to tell me that I took a screenshot, but I guess it will. Alright. How are the clouds up there? We're descending down.
American 534, reduce speed to 190.
We're at 190 now, American 534.
Oh, there you go. I gotcha. Yeah. I gotcha. I want it to be daytime for this to see
American
scenery.
534, roger, reduce speed to 170.
Over 170.
Let's descend a little faster. Guy in that airspeed there. We're still in the green.
Jet 7534, turn right heading 210.
Oh, hey, we never closed the window. Thank God I haven't, like, killed myself. Totally forgot to do that. Good job, Eric.
Air 4853, contact tower 118.
Good job, Eric.
85 here, 4853.
Alright, we should be getting out of this cloud layer, staying below it for the rest of the flight here. Take a look outside. Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser. No, why? I think you'd be fine still. It's just the airspeed would not be conducive to leaving that open. That's why it's so small, though. Be one heck of an air conditioner. We usually leave it open in the summer to get some air in, then we close it right before we take the runway. But yeah, it's only supposed to be open at. Usually we close it before we depart, you know. Yeah, these things get really hot in the summer. until you start moving. Once you start moving these vents, the air goes in there and you're good, you know?
American 534, turn left
Also a
heading
vent
360.
usually in the tail there. This is $500 jersey has a decoration like that on the jersey, so that's where I got the idea for the tail. This is the font usually that they use for the Great Cycle Challenge. This is inspired by National Lampoon's Vacation. Instead of spray painting something that is not very appropriate, we spray painted that, and then we got the wood paneling here. Taken from the actual
American 1440, checking on 6000.
family truckster and put on a plane.
Sliding 030, descend and maintain 4000.
030 down to 4, American.
Yeah, it was it took me a couple hours to paint this, probably about 6 to 7 hours. But I like how it came out. It's not overly done. It's not the most beautiful thing, but it's not supposed to be. So 5,500 we're holding, and we're pretty good. All right, looking pretty good. All right, I got some National Lampoon's sounds, but I do have one.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
That's, I think, the only one I got.
Lower.
But we gotta put more on here, seeing that we have this event here. And of course, there is the always, once I actually start doing these, which is probably gonna happen after I get out of school, the Oregon Trail one. So yeah, if we ever die on the broadcast, not physically like real life, but you know, crashing, you have every right to lay that one down. Everything's looking pretty good. Tater, vacuum. I'm gonna switch to the right tank now, so fuel pump. Well, I left it on, so
maintain 170.
right.
So climb up on them.
Fuel pump off, fuel pressure's holding. I have to make a banner about winning a real Savigator GNS 530 if you donate during my marathons. That's donating to the Children's Cancer Research Fund, which is tax deductible, by the way. So that's also another thing. So.
American 534, descend and maintain 3000.
We'll do the 3000.
Excuse me.
Air 4853, contact tower 118.5.
85, you're 4853.
Probably have to get some, if I fall and get through the Bravo up ahead, once these clouds clear up. See what it says at JFK right now. Scattered 25,000, so it should go up. We should be fine to climb back up to 7,500. Groton's saying clear. Groton's out there in the distance on the left, so we'll see. But saying on Sky Vector at least. Oh, pardon me.
American 534, descend and maintain 4000.
4000.
7534, descend and maintain 2100. American 534, turn left heading 360.
Off our left there's Westerly. Hey, I heard from my former student who's about to do her private pilot cross country air. She's got to go to Westerly, from Plymouth to Westerly. So I hope that she does well. And I think that might even be tomorrow.
American 1440, checking on 6000.
Or Wednesday.
American 1440, first
Good luck to her.
30, descend and maintain
She was
4000.
asking me questions about cross country flight planning. I tried to help her the best I could in the limited amount of time I had. But yeah. And I had another student that supposedly went to Embry, but I don't know if she made it there. I think she did, but she never really contacted me again, which is fine. I don't expect her to.
Turn left heading 30, Georgia.
If they're flying, they usually ask me a bunch of questions, so I always say you can always email me again. So. All right, I have to do that usual thing here because my nose is all clogged up. So I'm gonna let auto fly it a little bit, and I'll be right back.
2534 airport is 1 o'clock, about 10 miles.
Jet 7524.
Jet 7534, clear visual approach, runway 27 right.
Clear visual approach 27 right, Jet 7524.
And Jet 7534, maintain 170 knots, still 5 mile final.
3 knots
And we want to send a shout out to Otto, the autopilot, again tonight for all his service to us.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
That's Beto back there. What are you flying right now?
Maintain 3000.
Trying to read what you're flying. Are you flying an Archer? I can't tell. Oh, that's another username. Alright, continuing on our way. A lot of people mistake Westerly Island for Groton. They're both on the coast there. Groton's over here, and Westerly is over here. But I did Groton for my cross country. I actually kind of like going to Groton. Again, they have a good barbecue place about a mile away. Take the courtesy car from Mystic Air. You can get takeout, very expensive takeout. I did do that about 2.5 years ago. So. Cool things you can do being a pilot, just saying.
534, follow that traffic, clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots, still 5 mile final.
Bound traffic, clear visual 27 right, 175.
Stays power. We use nothing but solar power now. Put solar panels on my house, a limited portion of it, just the porch roof. Sometimes the electric meter runs backwards and it's a nice sight to see, and then I have a total battery bank. It's solar, can charge the solar, so I've been really trying to ramp up my solar usage. So almost everything you see here, including I guess the computer somewhat, seeing that the solar panels outside kind of make it run backwards sometimes. It's powered by solar power, at least a little bit.
360 to maintain 3000.
There's Groton, Connecticut out there. Below us should be a Foxwoods Casino somewhere, so let's see if we can see that. Somewhere. Oh, it's right below us. I called it. So this is one of the biggest casinos in the area, Foxwoods. They don't have it modeled in the simulator that well, but I guess they got a couple buildings. But this is a big tower. It's all right. They're building a great Wolf Lodge there now, I guess, to bring the family. They're trying to get to be like a resort now. I don't know if I'd bring my kids to the casino. And then you got Groton, oh, right there in the distance. And then there's another casino as well. Here it is right here. This is Mohegan Sun. So you got the Mohegans and the Pequots having casinos in the area. And that's usually where I go gaming if I'm going to gamble at all. I gamble a lot. They have bingo at Foxwoods though, which is pretty cool. You lay down like 20 bucks. You sit there for 5 hours, but they used to give you a free soda and everything. They don't do that anymore, so it got more expensive. It's been a couple of years like that though. Mohegan Sun out there, and then you have a submarine base here, right there, and they have a submarine museum. There's also the Mystic Aquarium, which is a big aquarium in the area, right over here somewhere. But yeah, it's about a day trip out from where I live. If you're gonna go to Groton and back, you also have Long Island in the distance out there. Montauk, been out there flying. It's the only time I went to Long Island. Might want to change that this summer. I don't know. We'll have to see. If people fly with me and pay half, I can do more, you know. But I gotta get in the 152 and do my 3 landings first to get current take passengers. Then, other than that, just fly for fun, to be honest with you. I hope to fly the Arrow 2. And I plan on doing some video on that, so hopefully there's a video up there. Been doing a lot of YouTube shorts just with old flight videos, and people seem to like them. I got like 2,000 views on one, 1,000 on another. So these are all the ships in Groton. Coast Guard over there. Navy. This is a naval base, a naval submarine base below us. There you go. I think I fixed my autopilot problem though. The yoke isn't moving to the left anymore. Going nuts.
Right, maintain 170 knots to 5 mile final.
Visual approach 27 right, 175 mile final, American 1440.
I never knew this, but inside the Honeycomb Alpha, that bouncing action is a bungee cord. It's like there's a bungee cord in the middle. I was checking up the inside online, pictures to see what it looks like. It's literally a bungee cord. So when I had to calibrate it, understanding that, I let it sit in the center a little bit before I made it center itself. Look at that. That bridge is awesome. You can come flying over that to land in Toronto. I think that's runway 5. Do that. But alright. We also got Chester. Whoops. If you don't know how to get rid of that sound glitch, let me know. Chester, the one of the hardest airports I landed into with the big crosswinds out here somewhere. It's actually in front of us more. Somewhere out here. But Orbex had a scenery for that. They still do. And you can post it on Discord if you remember. And I went there in real life, and it was weird. It's like on a little plateau in the middle of like trees. And then I had a really big crosswind coming. And I tried it once, and I went around, and I was like, I'll try it one more time. If not, I'm going to Groton. And I nailed it the second time, but it was tricky. It was not easy. That's one of my hardest landings I've ever done. It's in the woods here somewhere. Hard to see. Might be this over here. Can't really tell. Yeah, that marathon, July and August, 2 Saturdays. I just promoted it all over Discord yesterday. Have some good times. Flying the Family Sky Cruiser. I got you. Yeah. Yep. Now it says 2024, and I got it on all ultra settings. That's why it's glitchy. The frame gen helps me. I see you back there. I zoom in enough, it shows you on the plane.
3575.
Zoom in
right,
enough.
210.
Looking pretty good there, my friend. Taking a picture. Jeez. I don't know how to get rid of that setting there. Game bar.
1496, reduce
Don't
speed to
need
190.
you to,
Photo 190, American 14.
yeah, I am. I'm not going to review it, though. Okay. I guess it'll be on the settings. More settings. General. No. No. Widgets. No. Do not set notifications.
Airport set, yeah, 3575, clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots to 5 mile final.
I don't need game assist. I guess we'll leave that on. I had to reinstall this because I was having problems with it. Features, I'm using HDR because this is HDR. Direct storage is another thing that helps. That makes the show tips. Don't need it. Don't need that either. Alright, maybe that will do it now.
American 1496, to maintain 4000. To maintain 4000.
Alright, another picture. Autograd. Nope, still showing me that thing. Alright, well I'll figure it out. When I'm ready to do a screenshot, it's going to show that. But I use Xbox Game Bar, even though a lot of people are like, oh, don't use it, because you can take pictures in HDR and they show up fine. It saves like an HDR. We all get settings. You better know it. You know it. I should do a you know it command. I'm going to write that down. I don't know, man. Settings. Alright. Well, we'll have to figure out how I'm going to get around this Bravo here.
1496, turn left.
Or under it. I guess it can go, no, because I'd have to be really low. Alright, let's see who's on for VAT Sim. Actually, New York might be off. Oh. Well. We're right there on the Connecticut coast. I'm going to head to JFK, which doesn't have any controlling right now. No, they signed off. And then we'll be turning southwest from 31 Echo.
Turn left heading 300, join the
Landing there. That's again going to be an interesting landing. So,
300, join
a lot of restricted airspace there.
We're on the RNAV, American 49.
I'll show you what I mean actually. Tab.
I'm sorry.
So there you go, Eagle's Nest, which is public. We've got to watch out for the Warden Grove National Guard range there. So we'll see what we can do. The runway is only 3,900 feet, so we should be able to get the right pattern on 3-2. CTAF is 122.9. We'll figure it out. I'll take the tablet off for a while. Just can enjoy the scenery. I will be flying at night on the simulator soon too. Not real life because I'd have to be out at like 9:30. What's up? Get a life. Has our friend Brooke in any caps lately? Oh man.
3006.
I haven't played American Truck Simulator in a while, but this summer, probably gonna take one course online. Probably have to decide that in the next 2 days, and then in between that, we'll be streaming and stuff like that. I'll be flying for real this month.
1496 traffic.
It's good times. Just gotta get through the school year. It's just not been the best. It hasn't been the best school year for me. So, you know it. You know it.
1496 clear visual approach runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots.
Again, I gotta get that as a chat command.
You know it. Clear visual 27 right.
What movie was that with Will Ferrell there? Can't even remember. Old School? I think it was Old School. You know it, Frank the Tank. That was a decent movie. Looking back on the movies of the early 2000s now, a lot of that just wouldn't pass muster, I don't think anymore, which is weird when I say that, but people had to appreciate the type of humor back then, I guess. As we're flying over the Long Island Sound pretty soon. This is all real world traffic on boats, believe it or not, so we can check those up. I wish there was a way to just turn off the boat traffic names and keep the air ones, but that's just the way it is. If you want the air traffic names, you have to take the boat names. We have Azevedo with us, flying. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you coming out when you do. That's what matters. But we're doing marathon flights in July and August, so you'll have more than enough time to tune in multiple times if you want one of those. It's got to take about 20-something hours, maybe even over 24 hours to do it. So, we'll be flying this. The Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser, Piper Arrow 3. Let's get out there. And right now we're doing British USA Flying Club event called FSExpo Challenge. We have to fly to airports that use the E, the X, the P, and the O, and then go back to Providence. See, I live near Providence in real life. You have to depart from your hometown airport. So I did that. We have to do a big circle back. So I live like 30 minutes away in a car. So it's just the way it is. Keep an eye on this. It's been a while. I've been busy. I don't like how his little arm comes through the side there, but it's something I can do about that. And I still want to find a way to make my own avatar myself again in 2024.
6132, airport's 1 o'clock, about 10 miles.
Inside 6132.
About 6132, clear visual approach runway 27 right, maintain 170
Great,
knots.
nice tonight.
Clear visual 27 right, 170 till 5.
They're all supposed to be clear around JFK. Groton. See what it says over in Long Island here. It says clear at Brookhaven. Islip is scattered at 8,500, so we should be underneath that. We'll see. I've hit all these airports in real life. I've flown the whole Long Island, Connecticut airport.
376, maintain 2,100.
I don't know. I told my friend that I flew to Woodstock, New York. Woodstock Festival site, 1969 Woodstock Festival site. Told him that we should go out in August for a good flight. Like, he pays half, I pay half. I let him fly half. And I have modded it very minimal.
376 heavy turn left heading 30.
Very minimal.
Right,
not much. I probably should do it up this summer, but we'll see.
At 300 on heading.
300 American.
I did hit a cop car in the last broadcast, and that was almost 2 months ago. That was interesting. I was having them escort me because I had the wide load in the back there. They slowed down without like really making stop short, and I ran in the back. So that's on Google. That's on a YouTube short as well. Pretty funny. Long Island over there. Yes, we're going to overfly JFK. And we'll be going into the Bravo. Looks like for now. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Didn't they say they were going to do an update that's going to have a car so that you can just drive to? I think they said they're going to do that as well. I got you saying. Yeah. I still wish, and I know that they're not as big as Microsoft with all the GPS, but I wish they had like almost GTA style. You can go into a convenience store and buy like food and stuff. That'd be cool. Or stop and go into a hotel. Or truck, you know, truck stops could actually be more of a truck stop, a convenience store, like a what do you call it, a Buc-ee's? I've never gone to a Buc-ee's still, but that would be awesome. If it was like GTA with the trucking, and you had to like stop and get food, like you could go to the fast food place in the border and go through the drive-through. That would be cool. So. All right. Real traffic density. I mean, they actually have something like that. 'Cause that was the other thing I thought. If they could have like real traffic accidents, like in real life, that'd be cool too. I had a lot of ideas for American Truck Simulator. It's just that it would take a lot of money for them to do that because they're not as big as like Microsoft with the satellite imagery and everything. But real world weather was another thing. So if it was raining, it'd be raining in the game wherever you're driving. All right, fuel pump on. We're gonna change this to the left tank. Fuel pump on. Left tank. And fuel pump off. Good. I might actually upload my checklist in this thing because this has a checklist. But I have the checkmate, and they let you put documents on here, so I might actually do that and put that there, so I can use my rule of documents, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I'm trying to get to Dallas now. I solidified the dates, just buying everything, which is probably gonna be this week to go visit my niece and my family, Dallas. But I still want to get to a Buc-ee's. So if we rent a car, and I'll know the car is insured this time. The last time I went down this for my brother when he passed, but I didn't know if his car was insured or not, so I was staying out of like the toll roads and everything, and I was just driving his car all over the place. It wasn't in the best shape either, but so I wasn't going to go to Buc-ee's. I did go to the JFK site where he got assassinated. That was my one thing to kind of decompress from everything I was doing, but I could not verify the insurance on my brother's car, so I had to take it easy on it. I'm good for now. I kind of have to look at what's out there and get all that going on, but I do plan on streaming that here and there. So we'll see. If you want, if you're on my Discord at all, which should be here. You can list some mods you think I should actually get for American Truck Simulator. That's cool too. Yeah. That's awesome. Anything to make it more realistic is awesome. Yeah. So join the Discord and like leave me a bunch. I don't know what channel it is. You can just do GA chat, not if anything. But if you go there, you can do. You know what? I'll make a. Yeah, just do it in the pilot lounge, even though it's pilot lounge. Just give me a bunch of things you should get for American Truck Simulator. Alright, we are over Long Island Sound. So hopefully nothing happens. That's a weird looking cloud over there. Or right smack dab in the middle of it. So there's Connecticut and New York. Long Island over there.
635 with you, 6,000.
But yeah, I'll try streaming that after I get out of school a week from Friday. I gotta decide what course I want to take. So I got to take one more course to get recertified next year. You have to take so many courses, and credits, and this and that every 5 years. So
3508, reduce speed to 1.
they'll give you another 5 years of teaching. Well, someone's not bashful. Look at that name. Someone's not bashful at all. That's Vado. You're pretty good following me, sir. You're in the Bonanza. Nice.
About 1658, turn right heading 240, you're on the 27 right, final approach course.
Good scenery, huh? This does look very realistic from what I remember flying out here in real life. And frame rate's pretty good with the frame gen mod. I'm getting about 60 to 70 frames per second, so I can't deny that. Yeah, no, just send me a whole list. Maybe divide them with freeware versus paid. I mean, I'm not gonna pirate anything, but just send me like if you want to delineate freeware versus payware. That'd be awesome. I appreciate you offering, but. Alright, off our left is Calverton, and Islip is out there. That's why I had to play my cross country too for my private pilot oral, and also my flight check. But obviously you don't go all that far. I thought, for some reason, I thought they made you do it for real. I was like intending to pay like a lot for the flying part, but. Oh wait, put it off topic. Thank you. You're doing 95? Nice. What card do you have again? It's using 99%. Yeah. My RAM is low only because I have 128 gigs. But the GPU and the CPU get used a lot, and VRAM does too, and I got 24 gigabytes of VRAM. That's been known to go up there, so. I was talking to you, Azevedo. I just saw your face for a second. Got 3060, nice. You running frame gen on that? Yeah, all right, my friend. Well, I appreciate the offer.
Clear visual for runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots to 5 mile final.
Again, the Wagon Cream, that was great. The Wagon Queen Family Sky Cruiser. I love this little ad here. It kind of promotes my marathon, so I'm going to do it one more time. Here we go.
This summer, take to the skies in style. Introducing the 1977 Piper Aero 3-wagon Queen Sky Cruiser. She's not just a plane. She's aviation's answer to the great American family road trip. With 4 seats, tractable gear, and 4 times the simulated wood grain, this bird's got the look of a suburban station wagon and the soul of a skybound stallion. Why just drive coast to coast when you can fly there in a machine so groovy, Clark Griswold himself would have traded in the family cruiser just for a ride in this majestic metal. Rugged, comfortable yoke, check. Luggage space for Aunt Edna? You bet. Built-in GPS to keep your dad from getting lost over Kansas? Absolutely. And don't forget the low-wing swagger and constant speed prop performance. Perfect for cruising at 137 knots while flying the tribe cross-country. So skip the rest stops and take the scenic route at 7,500 feet. It's the Wagon Queen Sky Cruiser, because the journey is the vacation. If you think you hate it now, just wait till you fly it.
Okay, so we'll be taking this during my marathon flights here, so that's why I got an ad for that. But yeah, should be a good time. And I appreciate if you just even come out. If you're in the flight sim, we're having a raffle. If you donate during the event to the Children's Cancer Research Fund, you could be winning a real sim gear GNS 530. So, should be all good. That's why I made this livery. It has it all. Has it all. I'm very happy with the way it turned out. This was really hard to do on the tail though, because it made me divide the textures in two. And it's not perfect if you go really close. It's a little off, but it's good enough, you know what I'm saying? That was really hard to texture on the tail. Everything else is pretty straightforward. Wood paneling came right off the failing truckster, and I just elongated it in the plane, so you know, it's all good. It's in the Great Cycle Challenge colors here, so. But I like it. I'm going to be raising money at the Children's Cancer Research Fund on both those marathons. So. Alright, there is a JetBlue flight in front of us. That's probably this one right here. I'm seeing that on the ADSB on my tablet. You can see these little boxes. That's real world traffic pumped into the simulator with its own means. And the other ones are there too, and then we have people on the East server here. But this is the newer simulator. You know what? I'm gonna make an American Truck Simulator text channel. Let me do that. So. And you can be the first one to post there. How's that? There you go. I'm gonna create it, and you have inspired me to do that on my Discord. I boost it up right about there. There you go.
Helps American 635. We have to kill this.
635, clear visual approach runway 27 right. Maintain 170 knots, 25 miles an hour.
There you go. So. Oh, did you? Can't be much, no? I have wake turbulence turned on too, I believe. Just stay above and you'll be fine. That's what we're trained to do.
796, contact tower 118.7.
Shouldn't be that bad in Archer. There you go, and the Bonanza over there.
Post 5142, turn right heading 210.
No.
Maintain 3000.
Yeah, there's a pushes you down a little bit if you do that. They train us to stay higher, especially in airliners when landing. Stay out of that little slipstream. No, okay. Well, good. Glad it was realistic. I don't know why your name is twice. Actually, you know what? Maybe because you're listed as a friend.
American 635, contact tower 118.5.
That's all I can think of, because you got two nameplates here. Unless I accidentally installed a mod that did that. I'm going to check that now. Shouldn't have. Tweaks. No, I turned off the tiny plates already. I don't know. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I haven't really gone over all the avatar settings. I'm about to get another picture, by the way, so say cheese. Cheese.
Mr. 5032, approach better.
Let's go over the Long Island coast. That was a good picture. But, I don't know. We'll get into that whole moving the avatar around on the ground thing someday. We're going to be over the Class Charlie for I-slip over here. If we look down that way, that's I-slip, and then over here is the unofficial Virtue USA Flag Club home, somewhere over here, of Bayport Airport. I think it's like right around here-ish. Somewhere in there. This looks like the school, the little lake that you follow on in. It's a nice little airport. I'd like to go there someday. They have a fly-in with an air show. It's a turf airfield though, so I'd have to practice my turf landings. But it's interesting, you gotta stay down 600 feet. Fly at 600 feet in here to stay in for Charlie. And then get in there. It's like this little rectangle that's cut out. So. Alright. JFK overflying it in 15 minutes. See lots of Manhattan. Start against the 2024 scenery, by the way. And I'm wondering
190, then 4,000.
if the SAMC is, yep, SAMC New York Times is 2024 now, just to let you know. So this is made for 2024.
I want to do barrel rolls and loop-the-loops and all that kind of
Thank
stuff.
you to Emmanuel Hype
American
for
452,
following me
maintain
on
3,000.
Twitch. Appreciate you. Trying to make sure I didn't install the 2020 version. I might have. I did. Yikes! Damn it. Turn that off.
5142,
Or maybe not. No, it might be 2024. It just shows that's the same name. So, Emmanuel Hype, thanks for following me on Twitch. Appreciate it. Whoop, whoop.
5032, turn right heading 180.
I like that ultimate logo turning there. Pretty cool. Oops. Trying to.
American 452, sliding 300, doing the 27 right final approach course, descend
I
maintain
got like a million minimized over here. But anyways, applause to you, sir. Following me on Twitch. And an excellent. Yes. Two side takeaway. Chatting privilege on mobile. What'd you do?
5032, descend and maintain.
What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do?
American 452, airport as well.
And an excellent for the follow on Twitch as well.
Excellent!
You don't have to tell me what you did if they ban you for some reason. It's weird. It's weird that they ban you. It wasn't me. Alright, we're about to come to the Bravo here. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah, that wasn't me. That was that was self-modding by YouTube. That wasn't me. Anywho, gotta look at Volante here. Doesn't look like New York's on, nor is Boston. So we're basically clear to 3-1 Echo over JFK as of now. JFK over here. Lots of traffic there tonight. I'm going to be flying the 737-800 soon. I feel a lot better about the FMC and everything. I'm not saying I'm totally perfect, but definitely got a lot more knowledge about it to understand it more. So we'll be doing the standard operating procedure of Ryanair, flying an airline. How's that? Might even go through the steps. We have lots of things we got to do. We got to take the Warrior out on the Oregon Trail. Again, the marathon's coming up. We have the air show for the Virtual USA Flying Club on July 12th. Decided that I'm going to try flying the Hellcat, World War II plane, carrier plane. So it's a lot of things. No, well, probably going to lie you back after a timeout or something. You know it. You know it. Negative 1,200. I don't see way 900. Yeah, I'm sure it's just a timeout. I don't think they're gonna ban you for life or anything. Alright, Manhattan coming up in the distance. First look at SAMC 3D's 2024 version. As long as that's what's installed, which I believe it is. But in real life, we'd be calling up approach already and getting clearance through the Bravo. Those clouds stayed low. I'm surprised because on SkyVector it says clear. iSlip is saying a few at 8,000 actually. Yeah. Farmingdale, which is a little bit as past there, is clear. JFK is supposed to be a few at 8,500, so I'm shocked. Let's get an updated pressure reading, shall we? Let's get that from iSlip 120.725.
Reducing 190, then down to 4,000 feet, 162.20.
Let's see if we get an ATIS here, because some airports don't have it. Only because the 2020 scenery doesn't fully support it. Like iSlip, I guess, because it's not coming through. Alright, let's try JFK. Oh, 12.
222, departing area.
5.4.
Departing area, fly
I don't think that's on radio. No, okay. 128.725. Let's see if we can get ATIS there. If not, I'm going to use SkyVector. That's what's happening. If you have outdated scenery, it doesn't have the ATIS ASOS. They must be away from
the airport information, Sierra.
There you go.
0 tree 0 0 Zulu. Wind 20.
3032, contact tower 118.7.
Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 9,900 feet.
I think my yoke was the problem.
Dew point 12. Altimeter tree 002. ILS runway 22 right and ILS runway 22.
All right, good. Back to guard.
And departing
As soon as I
runway
get that
22
program
right
in
and
again.
runway 22 left. VFR.
Back to guard.
6222 to send a maintain.
All right, well, I appreciate the sub. Hopefully it'll show up, because usually it takes a little bit of time, but then it shows up usually. If I'm streaming, there should be a sub to YouTube. Of course, I might have ruined it with that guard thing. Sorry. Let's see if it pops up. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't for some reason. Yeah, all right. Oh, I worked harder than getting those to pop up, though.
Heading 030 to send a 4,000 for 46.
All right. So Manhattan coming up ahead. Turning down southwest or south if Manhattan's out there. So let's see how much it slows down. So it looks like it's starting to slow down. My frames are going down to 3840. We'll see. Off our left is Republic, Farmingdale. Right there. Jet pilot Cinnamon did some training there in college.
Speed to 190. Flow to 190 at 4,000 regard 4689.
We did update the music library more. We're up to 700 something songs in my library right now. Background music here. So I hope you enjoy different styles. 745 now. Pieces of music. I'm trying to get to 1,000 because I hear some of the same songs. I'm like, it's not that. I mean, they're old, but I like to have more variety. So I'm gonna keep adding songs to the background playlist. And if you ever like any, you can see the artist and the track there. A lot of it's AI generated as well, so I clearly state when it's AI generated. Been really into that. It's pretty cool to do that stuff. Not trying to make money off the music, so I feel it's okay.
0 to send 2,100 regard 4680.
Alright, let's see what's going on with these clouds. So that seemed like it was a low layer there. I'm intrigued at what happens around Manhattan. I hope there's no CTDs. Because I've had a couple of memory issues here and there in the past couple of days. The simulator. I also noticed that my computer is quite the heater when we do the flight sim as well. I got an overhead USB powered fan. Again, solar power, so I don't feel so bad. Yeah, I might have to change packs. If I bought a bunch of these packs, I charge them with my solar battery charger. So I just plug them in and use those all around. So free electricity except for the battery and the solar panels. I don't like this little sound issue here. That's because it's loading stuff. Here's Manhattan loading up. JFK as well. Actually, we have some scenery as well.
Blues 5707 approach, altimeter 3008.
See, I'm seeing 3Ds installed over there, so we'll see what happens. Let's check my heading to 60-ish. No, the gyro drift isn't really doing what it used to do. I thought I had it on. I'll double check that eventually. Airlines light there. Airborne Express 152.
Mr. 5707 to send a maintain 4,000.
Yeah, it's gonna get choppier because it's a high density area. This in Los Angeles are usually the culprits. That went down to 18 for a second, so that's why it's open. See, it's kicking back up, so it's trying. I think I can. what happens. So I already have this programmed in. It should go from JFK to 31 Echo. As you can see on the tab.
4689 Airport, 11 o'clock, 10 miles.
And they'll be landing at Eagle's Nest right there. And staying out of the restricted airspace.
First runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots to 5 mile final.
170 to a 5 mile final, and we are clear visual approach.
Yeah, pretty nice flight tonight, right down the coast here. 5 minutes till we take that turn about. There it is, looking good.
Airport 4689, contact tower 118.5, good night.
18.5, good night, Super Air 4689.
To be honest with you, it seems to be doing better than 2020 right now, loading. There's Manhattan loading up. I got a crap load of scenery though. So we're gonna see how this handles. JFK has scenery. Manhattan has scenery. Got Newark has scenery. LaGuardia has scenery right over here. So that's why it's slowing down. Let's hope it keeps working. Come on, simulator. Come on, simulator. Come on. There'll be none of these.
Where's the kaboom?
None.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
We no kabooms. LaGuardia has scenery over there. So just a crap load of scenery in this area. The bridges.
Booster 5707, sliding 180.
You would have to cache for a while to get all the scenery in. So I don't care if the way it is, but let's see what happens. Like, there's a lot, dude. It's. I've got in my community folder 1.42 terabytes, 994 add-ons, and that's the whole Northeast. So it doesn't load all of them at once. That's part of the beauty of 2024. It kind of loads as it goes. Whereas 2020 tries to preload a lot. So we'll see. Am I concerned? We'll see. Oh man, JFK looking good. This is all caching the scenery. That's Google Map image right there.
1313, fly present heading back to the farm.
Present heading back to the farm. Distance. I want to get a picture. LaGuardia right over there. Still loading scenery. Gosh, find out how to get rid of that screenshot saved every time I take one.
5707, contact tower 118.5.
Oh boy. Let's see what this JFK scenery is, because I forget what company made it. I think I want it. Oh, it didn't build.
Traffic stick at 550 is about 25 miles west of the airport.
So that's the NIP build JFK right there.
Look where you are. And then we're set up for that. That's where we'll advise for parallel. For
gas over there, LaGuardia. Still running the Manhattan. Queen's imagery from Google Maps.
You're talking on guard, by the way.
Hey, you're on guard, sir.
Oh, yes, I am. Com2 is selected, Leslie. Thanks.
There you go. And I'm monitoring guard, so we know it works. JFK. Right down there. We're going to hopefully take a turn to the left. We'll monitor the autopilot for that. Look at that airplane. It's landing right below us. Look at that. That's awesome. Ah.
180 on the heading and 2100.
Stop it. I know you're loading tons of scenery, but stop. Look at that. How cool is that? Sorry about that, man. All right. Well, hopefully it ends up well, and try your best. Meet us in Jersey.
240, join the 27 right final.
Picture time.
240 to join the approach course.
That's cool. I've had that happen in real life out of Boston. That jet looks like it's really low though, huh? It's landing 2 left. It's a Delta Airlines right there, so I don't know, man. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose. I'm gonna leave it on this airplane to see what happens. But Otto, fly the plane for a bit.
1313, airport's 1 o'clock, 10 miles.
We're looking at American 1313. Inside American 1313. American 1313, clear visual.
I think it just went around, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it went there, saw the plane, and went around, as well as the jet behind it. So interesting. And there's lots of traffic down there. That could be East Server traffic and VATSIM. Seems like we're turning to 31 Echo. Nice to see. Nice picture of JFK. It's still loading crap loads of scenery.
1313, contact tower 118.5.
18.5, have a great day, American 1313.
Manhattan in the distance. Oops, come on now. I know. Keep purring. For lack of kit.
Southwest 3149, 6.
Southwest 3149.
Just want a picture of Manhattan with JFK if that's possible. Stop it. Oh. This thing's not cooperating with me. Just no. Stop. Just a little bit of JFK with Manhattan, please. There you go. I think it's the best we're going to do, so I'm not crazy that it'll load in there.
American 1917 is going to maintain 3000.
It is what it is. Alright, back to the cockpit. We haven't been there in a while. We're directed 31 Echo now. Well, I should get the weather ready to go, see if it loads up. There is no weather at Eagle's Nest, so let's go around there.
Southwest
How about Atlantic City? 125725. Oh, I'm on COM 1. No wonder why. Alright, yeah. Sorry, I was flying that Hellcat the other night. Yeah, so if we're here at Atlantic City, here we go. 229. We have to check our crosswind check here. So let's do that together. Light winds is what I use. Alright, there's runway 32, 14. We gotta get the winds. Well, you gotta land somewhere. At least it's a land.
Turn right heading 180 to center maintain 2100.
Now, do my crosswind component here.
Atlantic City Airport information with gear 0300 Zulu. Wind 229 at 4.
Land at 4.
Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 16.
So it's either one. I think I'm gonna take 3-2. So we're gonna do a right pattern 3-2. Should be a crosswind 4 knots from the left. Let's make sure I got that right.
All aircraft read back.
Yes, I did.
3149 reaching 4000.
Alright, we can do that. Back to guard. You know what that means?
You're on guard, Whip.
Jersey Coast looking pretty good over there. And I think it's going to be default scenery at, oh wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Freeware? Might be freeware. Yep, Eagle's Nest is going to have freeware. By Turbo Hawk, FlightSim.to, so we'll see it. See Manhattan there in the distance. Let's take one more look back. Yikes.
Southwest 3149, flying 360. 360, Southwest 3149.
There you go. I have flown down the Hudson in real life. Jeff Hudson, you know, 172 on the skyline, so that was I don't mean to poo-poo on people, but I wish I could get rid of the names just to take screenshots, but it is what it is. There you go. Nice view of Manhattan. Let me get the tablet off. That might help.
American 1917, turn right heading 240, join the 27
Fire
right
Department
course.
New York has a ship down. Yeah. 2024, looking good. Yeah, hide the names, not get real. I have a add-on for 2020 where I push backspace and it hides them and then I put them back on. Is it?
1917 airport
Is it? Alright, before I do that, does it toggle names? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Dude, you just taught me something. That's awesome. Thank you. I didn't know they had a toggle names thing. Well, I just learned something new. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Not only did you subscribe, but you also solved that for me. Woo. You're amazing. You're amazing. You deserve another little shout out with your sound here. So I'm gonna do it. Lock on to that, my friend. Lock on to that. That's what I'm talking about. Is that too loud, by the way? Might be. Might not be. I don't know. Lock on to that. Jersey Coast coming up. Pretty much, yeah. If I heard that, I'd be pooping my pants. Alright, check our fuel as we get closer here. I should go to the right, fuel pump on. Switch to the right. Get a life, we gotta get US out eventually. I can actually do it for YouTube now too. I think. I should be able to do it anyway. I don't know, we could try it though. Get a life if you want to sound. You join my Discord and tell me all the back of truck stuff. Tell me what sound you'd like. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure still holding. Alright, get out of the Bravo here. Right near Monmouth. Which Steve-O Knievel just took off out of on a video and went to Broad, of all places. But we should be at our destination. About 20 minutes, we'll start at descent soon. You know, we're taking 3-2. We might do, seeing that we're going to be north. It's supposed to be a right pattern for 3-2. We might do an extended final, so we'll see about that too. Police department boat down there.
Frontier Flight 23, you said to have the Cessna off your left and side?
We have it in sight, Frontier Flight 23.
Frontier Flight 23, roger, you can turn left heading 360.
360, Frontier Flight 23.
Clearing up my tab.
Southwest 3149, contact tower 118.5 minutes.
18.5, Southwest 3149.
Oh, I'm watching myself on my tablet because I accidentally pushed that thing. Weird. Oh, I'm watching myself on my tablet. Oh, you could hear me too. Weird. It's going through the headset there. Okay. We're doing good, everyone.
Good evening, approach American 2608 at 8,000.
American 2608, Windows 3008.
Well, it's going to be quick because we're almost there. 19 minutes. So, but I would depart out of like Lakewood, which is November 1-2, or if you're getting really fast, Monmouth, exactly. Wonder what made you lose your engine. Yeah, we're back because we're away from New York now, so I got rid of that scenery. Yeah, it's a little jittery when I look back to Manhattan. There you go. It's doable. Remember on 2020 when they were still fixing it, my frames went negative. It's the first time I ever saw negative frames per second when I was over in New York. They fixed that over time. Man, I'm so proud of you for telling me alternate +2 button. Thank you so much.
American 2608, reduce speed to 190.
Speed American 2608.
Nice beaches. Thank you. Well, I like helping people too. So I guess we're together on that. These are all boats that are down there in LA.
Maintain 3,000.
3,000, Frontier Flight 23.
And is that you down there? Oh, is that me? Is that my character? Oh. Lots of boats. That must be the boat down there then. Alright, so pattern altitude here is about 1,000 feet, this is 39 MSL. We're going to deviate to the south and do an extended final into 3-2. I think that's the safest way of doing this. Get the CTAF in there, 122.9. Hex down the mid over garden column.
6122, turn right heading 240, join the 27 right final first course.
2024 is kind of working. I do get a random crashing desktop once in a great while from memory. But it's doing its thing. I am enjoying it more. I'll give you that. It can only get better. It might be the time to buy in now if you have hesitated. It is getting better. Set course 215. Forgot to do that. Not that it makes a big difference. And my autopilot's working. So I have a feeling that I need to calibrate my honeycomb alpha yield, which is now doing perfectly. So, good, because I was really getting upset about all that. My drink bell.
Airport 864, roger.
About 3,700 miles out.
300, going up 27 right final approach course.
300 for the approach course, what's your flight? 23.
And going down the Jersey coast here. Right over Asbury Park, place where Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi got their starts. Things do look better in 2024, I'll give you that.
180 heading down to 3,000 emergency 26
Monmouth is supposed to be right off our right wing.
Airport set up, Frontier Flight 23.
Frontier Flight 23, clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 1.
Oh, there it is, it's right over there. A lot of people used to think I was from Jersey when I was at college. I was at Berkeley College. We used to be like, oh, you're from Jersey, right? It's because 1/3 of the guitarists there are all from New Jersey. And they thought I had my accent from Jersey. But it is what it is. All right, let's go. Just like the boat said, let's make it so.
Clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots, 25 mile final.
That didn't work at all.
170 till 5
So I
mile
went to
final, Frontier
YouTube.
Flight 23.
Why did that work? Oh, this is the wrong command.
So.
Hey. Alright. Lakewood coming up. That's the place where the Hindenburg, well, Lakehurst Maxfield Field is where the Hindenburg went now. I have a piece of that on my wall. My Ron Cole artwork, which I love. I haven't bought a lot in a while because it's expensive, and I went a little overboard. But it's all paid for. Hopefully this summer I'll decorate this place up, get it looking respectable again. Alright, 31.9 nautical miles out, 12.5 minutes to go.
18.5, Frontier Flight 23.
On our first leg of the FSExpo challenge flights, the virtuously flying global. Is there a way to hide this bar? Do you know? Because I had a mod for that in 2022. So that way it didn't show up when you move your mouse. You know what I'm saying? Don't really like it. I like just going up there with my mouse and the menu showing when I need it.
27 right in sight for American 26.
If that's possible.
2608.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Clear visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots, 25 mile final.
Clear visual 27 right, 170 till 5 out, American 26.
Wings of fire, too.
American 2608, contact tower 118.5.
Tower, American 2608, and predict.
Nice little picture there. Gotta figure out how to put that game bar notifications off. I'll figure that out off screen. We might be doing 2024 for the marathon now because it's kind of getting better. So, and this is 2024 native aircraft. Oh, they say it's native. It does use the texture structure KTX2 which is different than DDS. All right, let's start descent down. So we are going to descend. Take this back to 18 inches. 2100. Don't let the autopilot descend at 500 feet per minute. And we want to go down to 1,000, which I'm going to put in. Everything's working finally. That's amazing. It was all my yoke, according to what I'm seeing right now. So there you go. Setting down. Yeah, if your yoke ever gets really uncalibrated, and you have a honeycomb alpha, you might have to do the hardware calibration, like the actual pushing some combination of buttons on there and calibrating it yourself to get it to work. So I was wondering why my yoke was like shaking violently. That's a calibration issue, but now it's doing pretty good, as you can see. All right.
Grenade 05, turn 10 degrees left,
just
then maintain
4,000.
4,000.
10 left, maintain 4,000.
Setting that to 1,000. And I'm going to set it to heading mode. See if that works. Let's get this
Grenade
lined up.
05, turn left, heading 360, then maintain
Oh,
2,100.
crap, I hate it when it does that.
360 on the heading and 2,100.
See, it doesn't move fast or it moves too fast.
Approach American 423, 6,000.
American 423, approach, sliding
Let's get that weather
020
again
vector
from Atlantic City.
030, American 423.
Pressure reading.
Atlantic City Airport Information Whiskey 03000 Zulu. Wind 231 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 16.
Still runway 32.
Dew point 7. Altimeter.
No headwind either one, so you could go either one typically.
Landing and departing
It says 3-1 at Atlantic City also, and I did get the pressure set.
All aircraft read back. Hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have whiskey.
Okay, still one more time.
Atlantic City.
American 805, turn left, heading 300, join the 27 right local, final approach course.
Zulu. Wind 231 at 4. Visibility
Switch over to
10.
Unicom.
Sky condition
American 805, close visual approach, runway 27 right, maintain 170 knots or greater to the 5 mile final.
3003.
ILS runway tree 1 in use. Landing and
All right,
departing
back to
runway
guard. We have about 20 nautical miles. I'm going to report 15 out. As we descend down, those are all boats right there. All right, we're also going to get heading on. So let's see if this will work with the autopilot.
Turn left, heading 340, descend and maintain 2,100.
34 ahead,
So I
34
want to
ahead.
go a little bit more to the south here to set it up. Take that back to 18. Pressure is going to go up as we descend. The atmospheric pressure is going to go up.
190, 4,000.
So you got to keep an eye on that. Still at 147 knots ground speed. It's very good. And this will fulfill the E for Expo and the Virtual Safe Flight Club FSExpo Challenge. Next destination, which won't be tonight, but another stream. We'll be picking up from 31 Echo, where we're landing tonight. And we're going to fly to Sussex, Kilo Foxtrot Whiskey November, and then we're going to continue on to Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Pittsfield Municipal, Kilo Papa Sierra Foxtrot. Haven't flown there in real life, but someplace I do want to go. It's right on the border of Massachusetts and New York. Then after that, we'll be having one more stream where we go from Pittsfield to Providence, and that should fulfill it. So, pretty good. Oh, just had something going on at that sim here. Delta Airlines 122.8 setting via Part 4 planned. ILS runway 22 right. That's probably JFK.
American 2049, turn left heading 300,
right.
runway 27 right, final approach course.
330 heading during final, max translate.
Close to 3,000 feet. This autopilot's working great tonight. So, I don't know what I did, but we're going to head out here and do an extended final. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll send the drone cam out. That's fine. I'll wait for you.
3,000, turn left heading.
I'm already up late, so why not?
3,360 over 423.
Got some wind here, technically.
2049, you feel the traffic light?
Everything on the autopilot worked tonight, so I think it's my yoke being calibrated. That's all it needed. Cool.
Visual
Very
2
happy.
right, 175, max translate.
You're out there on the coast, my friend. Oh boy. We got JetBlue and a United flight up there
423,
too.
turn left heading 300,
Somewhere.
27 right, final.
Saying at least.
300, join
Oh, there it
final
is.
approach
There's
course,
JetBlue.
423.
There's a United out there as well. No, still loading scenery. Can't win them all. But if you're wondering what we're doing, we're going to go out here, go extended final. I'm going to go right down the coast
2049,
there.
contact tower 118.5.
Do an extended
Max
final.
translate.
Safest way to do it to avoid that restricted airspace right here. So. 3,900 foot long runway, so we should be fine. Let's switch over to the SeaTac, so we're towing from nautical miles out. So, Eagle's Nest traffic Warrior Archer, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. We're sending approximately 12 nautical miles to the northeast. We're saying we're extended file for 32. Full stop, Eagle's Nest.
We're cleared for the approach. 27 right, 423.
That's 6 Echo Foxtrot. It's hard to say after 6 Echo Foxtrot. It's a new call sign for this livery, so.
Left 080.
All right.
945, field and say.
945, so we're doing the pressure by 35 left.
We got heading mode on, so that's why it's off, but we'll be alright.
945, we connect tower 124.2.
Also seems like the heading is off.
945 today.
So where's the adjuster for the heading? I don't think it has one. If I hit D, it's going to send my yoke to the right. We'll try it anyways. How's that? No, that didn't do anything. Alright. Now I'm going to have to set a heading bug. Because you should be able to pull out this. This or something to affect the heading.
3020,
Oh.
1 Whiskey Sierra.
No, I was going to say maybe the ADF thing will do it, but nope. So that's something they need to fix too, because there's nothing to really do the heading with. Seems to be on now.
42, you pitch 2985, have a good day.
So I don't know. All these boats. Kind of cool to see all the docks and stuff. Cool, we got a lighthouse over there. That's Barnegat Lighthouse over there. I don't know if that's default, because I have lots of scenery installed, including lighthouses. That's what that was. Boy, we're really low. That's what it is. Hopefully it stops at 1,000.
15 down to 4, 751.
It is awesome. Alright, we're going to head a little bit more towards the west now. Go right down this coast. And then we will be a right pattern. We could actually do a right base, but we're going to be alright. I'll do extending because I haven't landed here before. Airport should be out there somewhere. As we are low over the coast.
136 Romeo is doing the slow descent to Park now.
1236 Romeo, Roger. Turn that up, pilot discretion, maintain VFR. For 54 Vic uniform, descend maintain 10,000.
Yeah, the 10,000.
Stay over the coast here. everyone on the beach is like, oh man, that's an awesome plane.
Got our 2 jumpers away.
That plane, oh, we got jumpers on. And here, also it should be on Unicom, so let me switch the chatter to Unicom.
Warrior 4 uniform turning downwind, runway 32.
Yeah, because we're doing 3-2 at this airport too. Yeah, what a nice flight. Kind of, I've never been to Eagle's Nest in the sim or in real life. It's pretty cool. Well, the Arrow just got a better rating from me. All because I calibrated
Warrior
my
4 uniform turning final, runway 32.
Traffic Cherokee 31 November to the west, departing to the west, last call.
But yeah, the inside, if you see pictures online of people that took theirs apart, has a bungee cord. And if they upgraded to Hall sensors, it'd probably be even more accurate and better. But it's potentiometer is still probably keep costs down. Alright, we're gonna say extended right base. So Eagle's Nest traffic, Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. We are extended right base, runway 32, full stop, Eagle's Nest.
Traffic 2 kilos there, turning 45 down 119, traffic.
Okay, so should be trimmed up pretty good. I'm gonna go off autopilot. Trim everything off. I'm gonna try flying this. Trim up a little bit. Trim up a little bit.
On downwind for only 19 traffic.
Okay. Man, this is some really nice scenery. Tobii eye tracker on.
Traffic 2 kilos there, turn down runway 19.
This is all native Tobii eye tracker software, by the way. Easy. So I got that to work as well. But, I need to do some maintenance on the honeycomb alpha. Let's put that way.
Traffic 2 kilos there.
Should be out there. I'm going to follow the magenta line, as you can see. You going 1-4? Got 3-2. I'm doing 3-2. Because if you go 1-4, you're going to be going right over the restricted airspace. Which I don't know what the things are on that one. But 3-1 Echo. It's supposed to be out there. So we're going to hug in a little bit more here. Alright, let's start doing our flow here. Gas. Fuel on. Fullest tank is the right. Let's keep it on the right undercarriage. I'm going to slow this down. 120, actually we're good. Gear down. Wait till we get 3 green. Okay, mixture, drop. And then we're going to put one thing of flaps, and then we'll just slow down a little bit. Flaps. There you go. Should be right off. Gotta trim up. Boy, this is heavy. This is heavy. Okay, should be about 18 inches. About 4 nautical miles out. I'm not seeing it.
2 miles to the north of the field at 2,300.
I don't know if you're seeing it.
Someone's coming in the corridor to 45.
Trim it up. Man, this thing is very heavy. Very slow too as well.
Traffic, dive off, 10 mile.
Okay, should be in front of us. Could be that little field right there. So let's see if that's it. There you go. That could be it.
okay for 7.
There you go. Well, whatever you gotta do. That is the airport over there, though. So let's get lined up. Eagles Nest traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. 2.5 nautical miles final. Runway 32 full stop. Eagles Nest.
Rocket short final 10.
There is no chart, but I believe we have to go all the way to the runway. End of the runway, take a left. So sure as we get down. 3 green, still there. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Should be about 90. Put another thing of flaps in.
341 Tango
Is that full yet?
Coming up on midfield.
That is full. Alright, let me do that. No wonder why I was getting a lot of drag. Alright, now we got 2. Now just slow down. 90. Pull out the throttle. Getting close. Here we go. Eagles Nest traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot. Final runway 32 full stop. Eagles Nest.
Traffic. Trinidad 341 Tango Bravo turning left downwind.
There.
For runway 7.
Should be a 4 knot gust, or the crosswind, excuse me, from my left, so we don't need much correction. Okay, final thing of flaps. Throttle's out. It should fall pretty well. It actually does, like the real life. It does fall pretty good, to be honest with you. Want to keep it about 80.
Traffic. Trinidad 341 Tango Bravo turning left base for runway 7.
80 to 75. That's what I'm thinking there. Yeah. Throttle out, trim up. And come on, floating. There we go. We touched down. Eagles Nest, everybody. Turn right off. When I do the aerodynamic braking, it actually works because I pull the yoke all the way back and it actually works. And there we go.
Traffic transfer
right
for 19 or Quebec. I'm 3
checklist
miles
coming up soon once I clear.
I'm going to go.
Eagles Nest
Mike,
traffic. Arrow 6 Echo Foxtrot clear from runway 32. Eagles Nest.
Left downwind.
Okay, checklist. After landing, flaps up.
Traffic Skyhawk 7347
Good.
is now 3 miles.
Fuel pump off.
Left downwind for 07.
Strobes off. And I'm gonna land and hopefully get Azevedo's landing here. Landing light, we can turn it off now. Alright, turn the nav lights off. We're good. Alright, we got taxi from these parking spaces. Take our traffic on. Okay, look right here. Right near this Techman P, whatever that is. Okay, this is freeware scenery, so I don't know how it relates to the airport. Again, I want to get Azevedo's landing.
10 miles southeast.
There we go. Alright. And parking brake on. It is on. It's down. ELT verify silent. Avionics off. AC's off. Everything's off.
Traffic
Full
19
lead.
Quebec base for 07.
Mags off. Master off. Lights off.
Traffic
Check
19
off. And let's get the drone cam out. And hopefully I can see you, my friend. As you come in. You 1-4 still? Not yet. You're committed to 1-4. Alright, here we go, my friend. Let's get a good landing out of here. Tablet off. Watch out for my birds. Got some birds. Look at that. Cool. In the banana. Wait, is this the Bonanza still? Or is that the Cirrus? Could be the Cirrus. Don't answer that till you land. So you floated too. It's not a bad thing. Are you still floating? Or did you touch down? Hopefully it touched down already. I think it did. I think it's just floating because the model matching weirdness in 2024. What was that? Was that some birds? There was some birds there. definitely touched down. Oh, you're floating. Supernatural. Good job on the landing. Give you some applause for that one. Nice, sir. So what you want to do is taxi off your left, taxi all the way back across the front. Nice job. Yeah, birds up there. Look at that. Look at those birds. That's what we see the shadows of. That's South Oak Company, I think. Alright, sir, I'll see you back at the apron. Nice trees and everything. Oh, trees are way better in 2024. Except that they hid the windsock right there. But alright, this is, I think 2020 freeware scenery. There's not much to it. They got a fuel over here, windsock there, hangars here. They have a glider right there, that's pretty cool. And this will conclude the E for Expo, the Virtual Safe Flying Club. Hey, look at that, it's got like a mining slash water place there. There you go. Look at that. This nest is pretty cool. The restricted airspace is literally like right over there. So, again, I don't know the specifics of it. I'd have to look it up. I don't know what your scenery looks like, but it's gotta look comparable. Alright, we got this drone cam. Get out of the I'm walking around my plane cam. Hello, sir. This is awesome. You could do this with one program. I'm gonna run after you. I'm gonna run to you. Parking where that Technim is. I know you couldn't see that. Yeah. Hey, pop out your avatar. I don't know all the commands for the avatar. I know run is spacebar. Oh, cool. How do you do the crouch again? Is it control? Oh, everything's floating on yours, but don't worry about it. Oh, I get it. The scenery. Is it C? So I'm not crouching with C, so I must have gotten rid of that somehow. Control C? Nope. I don't know, but JT Azevedo, thanks for flying with me tonight. We meet face to face. Spacebar is run for me. See? Run. Yeah. Come check out the family Wagon Queen family sky cruiser. It's pretty cool. But anyways, we're gonna leave you from not a typical view from West Creek, New Jersey, Eagles Nest Airport. Thanks to JT Azevedo one more time for coming out to the stream. You're amazing, my friend, and for subscribing. So you deserve that. And a shout out. I want to do a shout out as well. I got you. Alright. So am I still sprinting? I don't know if I'm sprinting still. Alright, I'm gonna crouch now. There we go. It is C. Okay, cool. I'm learning so much from you. But anyways, come on out. July 26th and August 2nd. We're gonna be doing the Great Cycle Challenge marathon event, 5th marathon event. I'm gonna do one more promo video about this if you don't mind, JT. And then we're gonna call it a night here. So turn off the sound here, the backup music, and feel free to meet us on my 5th annual marathon, the Ultimate American Canadian Flight Trip. Here we go. This summer, the sky becomes our highway, and hope becomes our destination. Join Eric Flight as he embarks on 2 epic flight simulation marathons, raising funds for children battling cancer through the Great Cycle Challenge. First, a journey across Canada from the Pacific coast of British Columbia to the historic city of Quebec. Then 1 week later, from Vermont's Green Mountains to the sunlit shores of Santa Monica. Every mile flown helps fund life-saving research through the Children's Cancer Research Fund. Fly with us, watch the journey, donate if you can. Together, we can give kids a brighter tomorrow. So again, join me July 26th. We're going to be doing that stuff. And also, this was an event. We're going to be doing FSExpo this month in Providence, Rhode Island. I will be there. We'll give them a little prop too as well. If you're wondering what FSExpo is all about, here's another video about that.
I think this is a great opportunity for the Pilot Club to meet flight sim enthusiasts, to network with other developers and communities, and to promote the hobby of flight simulation.
The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Love it. If you're a beginner, if you're an expert, if you're trying to meet new people, if you want to get your hands on some pretty awesome hardware, this is the place to be. I could not recommend this enough to everyone else. This is just an awesome opportunity to hang out.
It gets together our entire hobby, everyone interested, everything from fixed wing, helicopter, virtual reality, everything in between. It brings us all to one place to collaborate on ideas and bring us all together.
It is a great opportunity if you are a serious flight simmer to meet the developers, to meet the flight sim communities, to see the new products that are coming out, to actually test them, to connect and enhance and continue this great hobby of flight simulation.
Every year we're getting bigger and bigger. There are more and more vendors here, more sim experiences to be a part of.
So again, I'll be there June 27th to 29th in Providence, Rhode Island, 30 minutes away from where I live. FSExpo 2025 this month. This month. If you're going, I'll see you there. And with that, we're going to call it a night. So, thanks again to JT for coming out tonight. Thanks again for Get a Life for coming out. I haven't seen you in a while, sir. It's nice to see you again. And this is the first leg of the FSExpo challenge from the Virtual USA Flying Club. And we're going to fly the other one pretty soon because we only have till the 6th to get them all done. So maybe tomorrow we'll try flying. We'll have to see. Got some baseball games and stuff with the kids, family, but I'm going to try to fit in things because I want to try to get all these flights done. So there's 2 more flights in the whole thing, and then we'll call this Virtual USA Flying Club event done. So without further ado then, I'm going to raid someone on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, stay tuned on Twitch to raid. If you are on YouTube, push that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000. We're up to 944 people. If you're on Twitch, also push that follow button as well. If you're on Kick, please push the subscribe button. We have 13. It's a little slower there, but I am determined to do all those. And there's JT going across the screen. That thing's awesome, dude. Oh, that's amazing. That just made my night. I got to go to bed, though. It's midnight here on the East Coast. But all right, I'm going to go to end flight mode. And peace out. I'll see you soon. We're going to end the stream. And I'll be rating someone on Twitch. Stay tuned. JT, you're amazing. All right, see you later. Bye.